Hi, Golftat here. D-Plane in 5 minutes, episode 5. Vertical launch angle and spin. D-Plane is a tool to explain the truth of golf impact. D-Plane explains both launch direction and spin. In this episode, we're gonna cover the vertical component of the D-Plane. Here is the D-Plane matrix, which is a summary of the components of D-Plane. In this episode, we're gonna cover the vertical component of it. The blue arrow here is called club head direction, which is the direction of the movement of the geometric center of the club head at impact. The vertical component of it is called attack angle. And this red arrow, the vertical component is called dynamic loft. Spin loft is the difference between dynamic loft and attack angle. However, this is an approximation. The true spin loft is the three-dimensional angle of this triangle. Angle between the club orientation and the club head direction. However, in this episode, we're gonna cover the vertical element only. The launch direction, in Trackman terminology, the vertical launch direction is called launch angle. On contrast, the horizontal launch angle is called merely launch direction. And face angle has a priority for both. Launch angle is 15 to 25% from dynamic loft side. In this sample here, the dynamic loft is 15 and the attack angle is 0. And the launch direction here is 13. You can see that the launch angle is much closer to the dynamic loft, which is the angle of the face. In this sample here, the attack angle is minus 7.5, and the launch direction is still 12, which is again much closer to the face angle, dynamic loft. As you can see, the dynamic loft has more influence on the launch angle. Now, what decides the dynamic loft? Here is the impact mechanism chart, and the dynamic loft is over here. And the dynamic loft is decided by the club and the swing, especially the shaft angle. Some people call it a shaft lean. And dynamic lie and centeredness of the impact. Please note that the centeredness and the dynamic lie is included in dynamic loft because Trackman measures the dynamic loft at the maximum compression of the ball and at the center of the ball during the impact. Therefore, we can think that only attack angle and dynamic loft decide the spin loft. Next, we're going to discuss the spin rate. What decides the spin rate? Spin rate is over here, and the spin rate is decided by club speed and centeredness and the spin loft. And the club speed has a minor influence on the spin rate in driver impact. However, in iron impact, club speed has more influence on spin rate. And the centeredness has a significant impact on the spin rate in driver impact because, as you may know, the gear effect. However, this is a video for D-Plane, so we only cover the spin loft in this episode. Okay, the spin loft is defined by dynamic loft minus attack angle. this is a approximation for the vertical component of the spin. In this sample here, the attack angle is 0 and the dynamic loft is 15.5. So the spin loft is 15.5 minus 0. Spin lofts affect your distance a lot. In this impact A, the dynamic loft is 15.5 and the attack angle is 7.5 plus. Okay, and in this sample here, attack angle is minus 7.5 here. In example A, the spin loft is 8, and in B, the spin loft is 23.0. And the spin rate is 1432 in example A and 4020 in example B. The bigger this angle, the less ball compression you will have. Therefore, you have a less smash factor. Here is the VC coefficient distance mountain. The example A is over here, and the carry distance is 233. Example B is here. So the carry is about 202 yards. So the difference of carry distance is as much as 30 yards between those spin lofts. Okay, in the next episode, we're gonna cover the trajectory improvement. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode. Bye.